All right. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Derek?
First episode. What's going on?
We're trying to figure it all out.
Dude, it was hard trying to figure this all out.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts.
Between just, one, getting the actual equipment
Yep.
from Amazon, because we didn't know what we were doing. From the next point of us just trying to get it connected to our internet and the computer.
Yeah.
It was just a roller coaster because we started off with one platform and then went to another one. And
One computer to another computer.
dude, yeah, it was a mess.
People think it's really easy, just talking to a microphone, all of a sudden you're trending on YouTube and everything else. You're
It's
not.
definitely not the case.
Yeah, you're not.
Because I'm stressing. It was very, very difficult process trying to get this all up and ready to go. But look, here we are.
Well, here we are.
So this is the Buffalo Happy Hour podcast. My name is Derek.
And my name is Mike, who was just drinking water, and it was amazing.
They can check it out on the YouTube and see that you were just drinking water instead of answering me.
That's right, exactly.
So really what we wanted to do here is we wanted to start a podcast with two good friends that met in college just to, one, bullshit, because we haven't really had the chance to sit down and talk to each other quite a bit. So we wanted to get this all started just so we can do that and catch up with each other. But also, we're pretty big whiskey fans. So what we wanted to do also was take some of a different whiskey from around the Buffalo area and rate it. So that's going to kind of be our theme going forward.
For sure. And it's also where we got our name of Buffalo Happy Hour podcast. Obviously, we're trying to tie in the Buffalo theme with Bills Mafia and the Buffalo Bills fans. And they like to party and drink because we offer ESPN analysts and interviewers a Jello shot at 10:30 in the morning on live TV. But we also just like to have a good time. But also with New York State passing different laws and the big push in craft and IPAs in general, the beer scene has blown up in our city with different breweries. So it's just crazy to think that now all of a sudden there's a whole new market. And for guys like us that just like to hang out and have a beer after a long day of work, it's now switching to whiskey, and it's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point because the beer market has exploded. We all know that, like you said. But the thing is that everybody's now into the beer and the IPAs and the different types of beers. But not many people are getting into the whiskey market, which is interesting. And with us being huge whiskey fans, it's an open opportunity for us, right?
For sure.
Yeah,
we got to start somewhere.
Right. All right, so kind of getting into why we're doing this and who we are. So, like I said, my name's Derek, and that's Mike, and we're college friends. So we initially met the first year of college, and we just hit it off, man. Just best friends from the start, right?
That's right. We basically came up with a way of, I'm setting a timer, which is why I'm trying to figure out the whole
Still new here.
the whole thing. Still new. But yeah, it's fine. I've only had an iPhone for eons.
Right.
But the big thing is we have a lot of the same interests, likes, and obviously sense of humor. And then from there, going through college was an absolute riot, and that started our trend of coming up with different stories. It was like every time we hung out, something new happened that we would laugh at, and it should have been documented at the time.
Right.
Going back from 2011 to now.
Dude, can you imagine if we had a podcast back in 2011 when we were in college?
It would have been hysterical.
Just the shit that we've been through college.
Yeah.
Just the teachers, the people that we met, the crazy laughs that we've heard. It would have been comical if we started something back then.
Yeah, we should have. But we also didn't even know how.
Right.
Because we're just so naive to the world, just trying to figure out how we're going to pass that ridiculous history of art exam that we never read the textbook on. But it was well worth it.
He would have given us an A+ check mark also because he was just out of this world anyway. So even if we did not do well in that class, we would have passed.
The A+ check mark. We got to get back into that because the people don't know.
Yeah.
But the professor had a different grading evaluation checklist than anyone else in the history of teaching.
Yeah.
So typically you would have an A, B, or C, but he incorporated other symbols to emphasize how good of a student you were on a test. And it became a competition for us because I would get an A+, check, and then you would come back with 3 checks. So then we started asking him why, and he told us because one's just superior.
Yeah, he didn't really have a consistent grading scale. One of them would be an A+ check mark. The other one would be an A check mark minus sign. It was just a mess. And yeah, you're right. We just asked him what does this even mean? Me, I'm on too many pills to even tell you.
Yeah.